First on 6 at 5 o'clock today, Tulsa Mayor Dewey Bartlett unveils his new city budget. Good evening and thank you for joining us. The new budget is $230 million, but does not include any money to rehire 89 police officers who were let go in February.
News on 6 anchor Scott Thompson is live with why the mayor says rehiring those officers is not necessary. Scott?
Yeah, Craig, the mayor says this will be his first chance to outline his plans for the future of the city, and rehiring those officers is not part of his plan. Mayor Bartlett goes before the city council tonight to reveal his $230 million budget. He calls it a bare bones budget. It's similar to what the city's using now. The mayor's asking for an additional $2 million to pay for expenses at the new city hall, but missing from the budget is money for police and fire academies or to rehire 89 police officers who lost their jobs during February layoffs.
Well, at this point we can't afford them. Secondly, we do not have a contract negotiated yet with the police union, and we hate to make a commitment without really knowing what our contract is going to allow for.
The Fraternal Order of Police told the News on 6 they cannot comment on the mayor's budget because the union and the city are in the middle of negotiations. In March, a spokeswoman said they were keeping their fingers crossed but didn't have high expectations.
I'd love to say that we're going to be able to hire these officers and that we're going to be able to have an additional class, but right now we're told that that's not going to be possible.
Bartlett says the restructured police department's working well now for the city. The interim chief has cut the monthly overtime pay in half, and crime from mid-March to mid-April is down 16%.
The last several months we've really seen a pretty good decrease in crime, even though we had laid off a lot of police officers. So at least at this point, a rising crime rate that had been forecasted has not materialized. So that's good news.
And that meeting starts at 6 o'clock tonight. As always, the city's top-notch City Hall reporter, Emery Bryan, will be covering it. Emery, this is just a broad outline that the mayor will present tonight.
That's right. This is the mayor's chance to craft a budget, but now this is really just the beginning of the city council's work. They'll spend the next 2 months going over these numbers. It's their job to make sure that the budget meets the needs of the city, and so it's very much subject to change over the next couple of months.
They've got to find some place for some new revenue, don't they?
Well, that's one of the things the mayor says he'll propose tonight is he wants to give the city council a couple of options and say, okay, if we do this or this might bring in some more revenue. Right now, he says this was going to be a bare bones budget. This is the core needs that we know we can afford, and if some other things, if there's other things the council wants to do, sort of they've got to come up with the money to do it.
Okay, Emery, thanks very much. Emery will be covering that. He'll have more for us tonight at 9 and 10. Lori, in the meantime, back to you.